Hello everyone, welcome to my tapping channel. Today we're going to do some tapping on the resistance to doing shadow work, the resistance to doing the inner work, going into that deep dive. Maybe you've been wanting to do shadow work and inner work, but you've been procrastinating about doing it. Maybe you started it at times, but you're still procrastinating about doing it. And that's because there's some resistance there. It's probably related to fear. So we're going to do some tapping on that. Before we do though, my name is Sandra. I'm the author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And if you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you do want to work one-on-one with me, you feel that you need to have some coaching to help you move through those blocks of self-doubt, you may be feeling really, really stuck where you are right now, I offer a free 30-minute clarity session to get you clear about how you are stuck, and then we can have a chat at the end of that if you want to speak about how we can work together. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can book that free clarity session. And if you're more interested in finding out more information about shadow work, particularly about how it relates to your energy system or the chakra system, I have a free masterclass called How to Heal Your Shadow Through Balancing Your Energy Centers. And there's a link in the description field below this video for how you can go and grab a copy of that masterclass. So we're going to do some tapping on the resistance to doing this deep dive inner work, to find out who and what you really are under the hood, what your doubts are, what your fears are, what are these beliefs that are stopping you from connecting to spirit, connecting to yourself, from being able to do the things you want to do, be the person you know yourself to be. What is actually stopping you? Because it's beliefs and assumptions that are stopping you. And a belief is something that you've picked up directly. So maybe you've had family members that have told you this is the way things are. An assumption is something you've assumed from watching and observing the people around you when you were growing up. So you just assumed because as children we are quite egocentric and we do think that the whole world is about ourselves. And often when things happen to us, we blame ourselves as children, when it's got nothing to do with us at all. And that forms an energetic assumption. We've assumed we're not good enough because something happened, yet it had absolutely nothing to do with the fact that we weren't good enough or anything like that. But we've assumed it because we're so egocentric as children. So we're going to do some tapping, karate chop point, repeating after me. Even though I feel the resistance to doing the shadow work, I'm okay. Even though I feel the resistance to doing the shadow work, to taking that deep dive into my thoughts and beliefs, I'm okay. Even though I really feel the resistance to diving into my thoughts and beliefs, I'm okay. Tapping on the points. I feel this resistance. This feeling of resistance. This feeling of resistance. This feeling of resistance. Telling myself, I don't have time. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know what to do. About shadow work. I feel the resistance. I feel the fear. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel safe. So I'm a bit scared of doing it. What will I find down there? What am I going to find down there? Old memories? Things about myself I don't like? Things about myself that aren't acceptable? Maybe some things like how I'm selfish, how I might be greedy, narcissistic even. I don't want to have to admit these are within me. But what if they are? Wouldn't it be better just to face it? It's all about fear. Being selfish is about fear. It's taking care of myself. Sometimes I overdo it. If I'm doing it out of fear. Fear of loss. Fear of not having enough. Fear of going without. Fear of someone taking from me. All the root causes of selfishness. The same with greed. Looking at my fears. That can be scary. Looking at beliefs. And I might feel I'm not good enough. That I might feel that I'm not allowed to have what I want. That I might feel that people like me can't have it easy. All of these beliefs, fears, all in the shadow. But what if I can go down into my shadow and be safe at the same time? What if I can face these fears and still be a good person? What if I can change within, embrace my shadow, and still be a good person? What if I can step into my true self and still be a good person? What if I can step into my true self and still be spiritual? What if I can step into my true self and still be spiritual? What if I can step into my true self and still be spiritual? Okay, taking a deep breath and letting it out. So when you start tapping this way, you're going through all of the reasons why you might be frightened, and then you're saying, well, what if it's still going to be okay? So even if I go in and acknowledge these aspects of myself and work with finding the strengths and the gifts in my shadow, you can still be a good person. You can still come out of it a good person. You can still come out of it a spiritual person, because often we're afraid that if we really do wipe ourselves clean of all of these doubts and fears, that somehow it's going to make us a bad person, because we're no longer going to be having these things that restrict us from our good behavior in the world. But the truth is, you're not going to become reckless or a nasty person by going in and doing your shadow work and finding the strength in your shadow. It's going to make you more compassionate for yourself, and when you're more compassionate towards yourself, you'll be more compassionate towards other people. So if you have any of these fears, certainly tap on them, and any resistance that you have, just tap on the resistance. Allow it to be there. It's normal for it to be there. Your ego is trying to keep you safe. Your ego is trying to keep you safe. So that's why it's doing this. So just acknowledge that the ego is just doing its job. And it's a bit misguided, but that's the job it's been doing your whole life. And through the tapping, you can start to change that and give your ego an upgrade and an update on how it can protect you and keep you safe. So once again, I extend the invitation to you, if you do want to work with a coach because you're feeling particularly stuck and you're wanting to do some tapping, I invite you to that free clarity session. It's a half-hour session, link in the description field below this video. If you want to do your own DIY work and you like working with tapping, I do have a do-it-yourself tapping course. It's a 8-module course. It's called the Wheels of Empowerment, and the tapping starts at the root chakra and you go through all of the 7 chakras, working on the common beliefs that are usually resonating with each chakra and changing those beliefs. So not only are you vibrating better at each chakra, not only are you raising your energy and becoming more healthy energetically, you're also getting rid of those negative beliefs that are keeping you stuck as well. So there's a link in the description field below this video for how you can grab some more information about Wheels of Empowerment and to enroll in that course. You can also go to my website and go to my courses tab, and you'll find the Wheels of Empowerment there on my courses tab as well. Now, if you liked the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next video.